Hi, this is Steve, Dichroic Glassman on YouTube, and now my latest channel, Stained Glass Man US, on YouTube as well. I got to thinking on this previous video I just did on twisting lead, I could have done this approach at the end a little differently with down there at the lead vise. If you go to the previous video, you'll see what I'm saying. It would be 19A, this one will be B. Basically, what I'm trying to do is just say, had a water spill here on my bench, so while it's still in the chuck, twist it up tight like you're seeing in this previous one, and then what you can do is, let's see how this is going to work. Then what you can do is open up the chuck, let it out, and then I'm going to check this out. Yeah, okay, it's going to work. And then all you got to do is back it up, literally with your hand, the lead, pulling back, pulling this way, pulling back, and twisting just a little bit, and you can open up the lead channel a little bit. Now I got it right where I want it. It's really consistent. See that? Curve for curve. It's going really good. So you can literally, with your hand, you can literally twist your lead a turn or two open or closed, and it'll pretty much travel the whole length. It's really cool how that happens. So I thought I'd better inject that in there. The next step I'm going to do in this series, by the way, is I'm going to reach down here from my window, but I'm going to do the next video about putting this dichroic panel, the stained glass panel I'm working on. I call it Order Out of Chaos, and as things are kind of coming together here to form an idea down here of organization. Anyway, it's a dichroic panel, and I'm going to put this twisted lead edge like this around the edge of this triangle shaped window in the next video in this series. So this is Stained Glass Ideas 19B that we're talking about here, and the next video is going to be 19C, where I'm going to literally be attaching that. So I'm going to really drop in on this job of this triangle, really dropping in on it after the fact. It's already been made, but let's start the new video with putting the lead around the edge, the hangers, and then going through the steps. I'm going to wash this. I have a new studio now. It's actually in a barn, so don't go getting grandiose ideas on me now. I'm out in a barn, so I'm fighting oxidation like a lot of people are. If you were doing this in a separate shed from the house or what have you, a lot of people are fighting oxidation, so it's probably just as well. So, because if it's a problem and an issue to me, it's going to affect somebody else. So I'm going to carry the next video of doing this lead around the edge. I'm going to deal with it as though somebody else also has the oxidation problem, because what you're going to want to do is you're going to need some steel wool, which is no big deal. That's where we're going to go on this. This is no big deal. You can see the oxidation. It's fungi, it's crust, did gray, and then when you use your steel wool, let's see the difference? Now if I did this with two hands, I'd be definitely a lot better off than holding the camera with one and trying to steel wool with the other. But you'll get the idea. It's going to clean it up nice and clean so that when we put our lead on there, it too will be nice and clean, nice shiny border. You want to keep this stuff clean so that, let me see if I can reach for my other tool, so that when it comes time to put on the patina, you want a nice consistent patina. And too often than not, lead does not take the patina as well as solder. Solder takes patina really well. And every window I make, 100% of every window I make is all black patina. I no longer do silver windows or copper or brass. They're a pain in the you-know-what. And we'll talk about that on another video. Good idea. So another thing, if you have some steel wool around, this is great, and you can get a little wire brush too, because this is really good also. So we'll go over that in the next video. But yeah, by the way, a lot of people are scared. Steel wool is not going to hurt a window. That freaks people out when I do that, making a window and I'm shining it away and somebody's watching me, visiting me, and they're freaking out. Steel wool is not going to hurt a window. In fact, if you got flux or paint, if you're like me and use a paint pen, of course my system is altogether different than anybody else's. My system's patentable, by the way. The reason I know that is because I've never had a lesson. I've never had a stained glass lesson. And here I am doing videos and teaching other people. But I have a more practical system than what most people are used to. In fact, every person that I've retaught my system has never seen anything quite like it, the way I do stained glass, the way I approach this and come about it mechanically. I'm not boasting I have the prettiest designs or the color selection. I'm 87% colorblind, folks, and I do the best that I can. I've never been able to draw like my son, who could draw a hand like this and win an A+ and a scholarship. He's done that. He's won a scholarship for hand drawing. I'm a drafts person, and I see intuitively by design. This is just, well, there again, my teaching provides for the ability to be able to do abstract things so easily. I drew this window up in about 20 minutes. It was easy to do. I have a patentable template system that I've developed because I've never had stained glass formal teaching of any form, 100%. I innovated all my techniques and figured that everybody else was doing it before, and then 2 or 3 years later into it, I saw other stained glass artists doing stained glass, and I was shocked. Of course, they are too. They're more shocked at me. Well, I don't know. It's a trade-off. The archaic way of some approaches. Anyway, I'm getting strayed way outside of the border of what I was trying to say in this video. We're going to attach this lead. But out there, if somebody really wants to go to school, so to speak, I mean, I'm potentially interested in having say a long-term apprentice, or doing it in a teaching environment in going through the whole stage in it. And in a teaching environment, I can cut videos that are an hour long. I can actually go into real time versus YouTube, only 10-minute videos. That's a thought, and I'm really working towards some new ideas in my on my website. By the way, go see my website, where you're going to see that I'm just days away. I know, away from releasing the cost that it's going to cost me to sell these dichroic glass elements. Perhaps being the only person in the United States doing this on this level, with a couple other things in here I'll have to show you. There's 2 different kinds of dichroic in here. One stained glass dichroic and one is beveled. 2 different animals altogether. This is stained glass. The same, that's flute, the same stained glass as this is right here, that's just clear. But yet there's dichro next to it. So, anyway, a lot to say, a lot of videos, a lot to express, and hopefully you're getting some really fun ideas out of all my videos. And please feel free to respond, correspond, and thank you, as always. I'm much in gratitude. Thank you. Bye-bye.